What's up, everybody? Welcome to another Mike's Monday Motivation, where I try to bring you some inspiration and motivation to get you through your week. I'm going to talk today in hopes of helping you understand why failing forward is the only option, and your ability to out-fail your competition is what helps you get there. So I see so many people out there who analyze and adjust, analyze and adjust, analyze and adjust, analyze and adjust, analyze and adjust without ever actually implementing. People who have worked for me or have been coached by me hear me say all the time, we got to implement, analyze, and adjust. Implement is the key factor there. The speed at which you can implement things in order to analyze and adjust will be the determining factor how fast you can win and how big those wins will be. The companies out there that are slow to change, slow to implementation, slow to evolution, slow to making decisions, even though their decisions might be right more often, the quantity of decisions are way less. So I'm going to use a generic example. If you're somebody who makes one decision a month, you're making 12 decisions a year, even if those decisions are right more often than not. Let's use a scenario of, let's say, more often than not, let's say 60%. Let's say 60% of your decisions are perfect. You make one decision a month, one finite, and some businesses don't even make one decision a month on evolution or change or improvement. Let's say one decision a month at 60% accuracy, 60% of perfection. Let's just say that's 7-ish accurate decisions. No one's 100% accurate. Let's say 60, that's 7 accurate decisions. Now let's take it the other route. Let's say you make one decision a week. That's 52 decisions. Even at, let's just say half, let's say 30%. 30% accuracy, 30% correct, 30% of the time you get it right. That's approximately 15 correct decisions per year. Well, that doubles the amount of correct decisions. That doubles the amount of analyzing, adjusting towards that. So 12 at 60% compared to 52 at 30% still gets twice as many good decisions made. You might say, but Mike, what about all the bad decisions? No one ever makes a bad decision and then just keeps it. They end up evolving. So of those initial 52, let's say you get 35 of them wrong, but you learn from that decision, and then the second decision is better. The third decision is better. The second analyze and adjust is better than the first one. The third and fourth and so on and so forth. But those who delay decisions just make less decisions, which means they make less adjustments, which means they make less improvements. And those people who slow down and are afraid of failure actually create failure, as in they don't evolve, they get beat, people pass them. This is where a small business sometimes is better than big business because of the ability for them to be agile and make decisions quickly. That's why in tougher markets, it can be easier for small businesses to maintain success or grow, because it's easier for them to make decisions faster because they have to deal with less red tape, less organizational stuff, and they can adapt faster. But you have to out-fail your competition with good intent, good core values, good mission and vision, like proper focus, but you have to be willing to out-fail your competition. To do that, you have to be willing to make decisions faster and pivot even faster. So for me, and it's something I talk about a lot, the further you get in business or the bigger your business gets, the less information you tend to have when it's time to make a decision. When it's just you have all the factors, right? You're doing all the estimating, you're doing all the proposing, you're doing all the payments, you're doing everything. As you hire people, you're less intimately and personally involved in all the movement. So you have to make decisions with less information. And what you do is, if you look at the data strand and kind of like even the DNA, if you ever seen Jurassic Park, where they take pieces of DNA out and put in other pieces to fill the gaps. When you grow in business, you have to fill in gaps with things you've experienced or perspective or assumptions. So you have to make decisions with less factual or data-driven information sometimes. Well, to do that, you have to have the experience to get there. You have to have the past. You have to be able to fail forward, but you have to be able to analyze and adjust. Okay, we want to move forward with this. We're analyzing and adjusting. We're saying, okay, this is what we're doing. This is when we're looking at it again. Here's the measurement of success. Here's the data points. Here's what success looks like, whatever it looks like depending on the scenario. But ultimately, you have to get better at making decisions faster with less information and being willing to pivot as more information becomes available. This is a recipe for success. This is what failing and out-failing your competition looks like in order to win, in order to beat them, in order to out-evolve them and maintain progression in a market that's constantly evolving with technology and information and people. And the reality is you have to focus on out-failing your competition, or they will just beat you because they're testing and trying new things faster and more often. So if you're struggling right now making a decision, I challenge you to make it. Know that that is not a finite decision. You will be able to pivot. You can fire the person. You can cancel the subscription. You can pivot the CRM. You can change the marketing campaign. You can reshoot the video. It doesn't matter what it is. It is not finite. Go make the decision and then analyze and adjust and do it as often and aggressively as possible. And you will find ways to evolve at a faster pace and more in line with your mission, vision, and core values so that you can win bigger, faster, and more often so that you can get out there and win fast and win often.